Good evening, everybody. Hello and welcome to Tuesday night racing. We are at the circuit Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium, 20 corners through the forests. A beautiful track, world famous. GT4 cars are especially fun here. Here's the world famous Eau Rouge Radeon section. Josh Bloom, once again, has put it on the pole. Brian Coxon second. Max Bauer in the Aston Martin third. Jason Phillips in the Mercedes fourth. Michael Odell fifth in the Aston Martin. Justin Thaler P6 in the Porsche. Congrats to all of our pro drivers and our AM drivers. James Coffey with a very tight P7. The first AM driver is not a newcomer to Midwest Motorsports, but a newcomer to the GT4 series. Welcome back, Landon. We're glad to have you. Andrew Willis in ninth, and Ty Williams, hot off of his Cup win at Phoenix Sunday, also his Truck Series Championship, crossing over to the GT4 Series, Albert Ty Williams, showing he can wheel left and right. Francis Faustino with the great qualifying just outside the top 10, and Ian Bakaitis rounds out the sixth row. We're going to go green for a full hour. We're glad you're with us. Don't go anywhere. Strap those belts tight one more time. Going down the second half of the field, Luis Carmona, Dan Gish, Brandon Thayer, Aaron Mitchell, Kevin Mayer, Nicholas Calguru, Andrew Miller, Trevor McLaughlin. Got some oval guys mixing it up in here as well. So thanks to everybody for coming out tonight. We're on the back section of the track now, and we're going to go green for 60 minutes. Expect one pit stop. I have not talked to anybody about strategy, so I'm not exactly sure what we're going to see for strategy-wise. So let's watch and see it play out in front of us. We're going to find out together. Landon Sprinkle, I believe that's him in the John Deere special. We'll see if he does any Midwest Motorsports lawn duties for us tonight, cutting through the grass. All right, pace cars in, and Josh Bloom is going to bring us to green. And he lets it rip, pulls out, and the very tight turn one. Hopefully these guys can make it through. So we're coming through the very tight turn one. Josh Bloom brings him down. Great shot here as we watch the whole field come through. We have 31 cars in the field tonight. Adam Sondag working the cameras. Thanks for that, Adam. Great shot as they all come through now. The world famous Radeon at the top of the hill and down the long back Camel Straight. Right and the left, you're going to see some slipstream passes here. Remember, all 4X and above are going to be reviewed post-race. Brian Coxon tucked into the bumper in the draft. Lets off before the first turn and rolls through. See if they can all make it through this left, right, left, right section. Going downhill now to another tight 180. Michael Odell up to third. Max Bauer dropped back a spot. Good move from Michael Odell, but lots of racing left. I know Max Bauer spent a lot of laps running around this track in his sim rig, so I expect all these pro guys up front. Great to see Jesse Coffey doing so well as well. Holding on to a good qualifying spot and still P7. So far, single file, we like to keep it clean on the first lap, get through the first lap. All 4Xs and above will be reviewed for pit lane penalties afterwards. We see positions changing. It looks like Andrew Willis is dropping back a couple spots. Maybe we can go back to that a little later. Again, we're just trying to get through this first lap clean and get to racing. Josh Bloom looks like he's been here before, going through Stavelo and now going hard, flat out through all the gears, into top gear, and coming up to a very tough almost flat out. I'm not sure if these guys are flat out through that corner or not. Turn 18 and now into the chicane. Second gear, I believe it's second gear all the way through. And no wheel spin out of Josh Bloom. Nice and smooth first lap. Justin Thaler drops back a little bit, but the top 4 cars, looks like everybody's single file now. So I think strategy might play out. You see the dusk, what a great job of organizing the time frame that we're racing tonight, as we're gonna start in the dusk with the sunset. Should provide some cooler track temperatures, and the track temp might cool off as we go. Looks like there might have been some argy-bargy in the chicane in the last section. But everybody's made it through so far. Here we go, Andrew Willis. He might have had a meatball, I'm not sure. As he comes into the pit to get some repairs. We saw him drop back down the field earlier. Missed his pit box. Oh, he had 2 other cars, Nick Calguru, and it looks like maybe Louis Carmona tangled up. Here we go, Dan Gish coming around. Steve Hansel. Here's Calguru on lap 1 into Dan Gish. Oh, Nicholas, we've been here before, man. That's after the downhill section of Puhan. So that is turn 13 and 14, the campus right and left. Dan Gish, once again, the victim on lap 1. Nicholas Calguru, not afraid to mix up and bend some sheet metal. Really disappointing way to start off lap 1. Jesse Coffey keeping in touch with Michael Odell here. Just behind Justin Thaler, the cool elephant print on the nose of his Porsche. Through Stavelo and now down towards Francorchamps. Turn 18 is the one that, if we can get the RPM gauge on them sooner or later, we'll be able to see if they're lifting here or not. I think the top guys are going to keep it flat out. Into the chicane one more time. Jason Phillips back to the black and yellow Big Ass Fans paint with Max Bauer right behind him. And here we are riding with Max Bauer on his front bumper. Coming through turn 1, La Source, really tight hairpin, setting up for the downhill using all the curve. Watch out for the sausage curve on the left. Oh. And down we go, downhill towards Eau Rouge, the red water. And up the hill, car gets super light. Watch out, driver's right to get off tracks there. Then down the Camel Straight, once again, Brian Coxon in the slipstream. This is where we're going to see some passing. Brian Coxon right up on the rear bumper. Josh Bloom can't do it this time. As we zoom in on Max Bauer's number 39 Aston Martin, looking awesome. In the sunset colors. Really makes that purple stand out. And the 180 before one of my favorite parts of the track. Coming down this hill towards Puhan. Really double apex left. Really hard to get right. You have to lift. You might drop a gear and then throttle on exit before the campus right and left chicane. Easy to go off track there. Easy to lose a lot of time if you under or over decelerate, over slow. Justin Thaler gets around Michael Odell. Nice work, Justin Thaler. Michael Odell's got that cool chrome gold on his Aston Martin tonight. Somebody's been working on Photoshop. It looks good, but he dropped a spot to Justin Thaler. So move Justin Thaler up a spot. Here's Jesse Coffey looking aggressive on Michael Odell. Looks like Justin Thaler's been putting in some work in his sim rig at Spa in the GT4 car. And once again, great to see Landon Sprinkle up here. Holding his own, no question. Here he is in the McLaren. Riding with them now. Let's see if he's flat out through Eau Rouge and maybe gets a slipstream on Jesse Coffey up ahead. A lot of curb. No lift. Oh, a little bit off track there. I don't know if he got a 1X or not, but nice work, Landon. Flat out into 6th in the last minute. 146 top end, 47 for braking hard. What a great shot. Maybe we can ride the full lap with him as we go through now down towards Brussels. Which is a 180 off camber. Easy to really overheat your left front tire here. Nice job keeping it straight there. Through, now down turn 11. Keep as much speed up through here as possible as we head down to Puhan. Look for the 50-meter board on the right. There's 150, 100. Lift and a little brake. Yeah, you go. Drops the gear down to 4th. 94 miles an hour is the minimum speed there. Nice job, Landon. Thanks for letting us ride with you up to 5th gear. Nice and smooth through here. Just don't lose time. Accelerate on the exit. He does drop down to 3rd. Some guys keep it in 4th there. Down to 2nd here. Nope, stays in 3rd. And easy lift here. No, he's almost flat. He just waits to the last minute before he goes flat now. The next left-hander, a couple little smooth S's as they work their way through Blanchimont. And then turn 18 is where I want to see if he lifts here or not. 144, 45. Yeah, he has to lift a little bit. Just a little to keep the front end under you. Now hard braking for the chicane. See if you can set up for the exit here. Remember, the exit's what we're looking for. He's vulnerable behind now as Ty Williams has a new paint job in white and black. Mercedes for Ty Williams, but he's patient. And he's got Ian Bacaitis right behind him also with the new paint. Oh, no, there's Ian Bacaitis behind him, so we're all good. Ty Williams got a nice new paint job. The Snap-on tools. Riding on the nose. You're a Truck Series champion. Mr. Leinstedt is the points leader coming into the Chase series of races on the oval, and the last 10 races, Ty Williams gained 100 points on Dustin Leinstedt and comes home with the championship. So congrats again to our truck champion, Ty Williams. We're riding with them now at the end of the Camel Straight, running with some really fast guys. So Ty Williams might be the next AM Road champion as well. He's got to go through Ian Bacaitis. He's got some work to do. Here's Justin Thaler again, holding his own on Michael Odell and these other pros up here in the front. In a replay, no, Max Bauer now. What are we going to see if Max Bauer, he's behind Michael Odell. Oh, he just gets it wrong going into Puhan. Oh, no, that's the turn 11 after Brussels, backs it into the wall. Oh, man. Like I say, it's hard to keep up your minimum speed there. Just don't want to lose time, and Max Bauer's been bitten by turn 11. Last season's champ. Ian Bacaitis in the 22, current points leader in the AM division, as Albert Williams is looking racy against Landon Sprinkle here. Again, these guys are in front of the AM points leader, so it could be some points gained here, but Ian Bakaitis definitely not out of it yet. And Sprinkle joins the series in the middle of the season. Well, after the first part of the season. So he's definitely going to be down some points, but going to start racking them up tonight. So he's at a points disadvantage. Oh, I see some retirements already. Justin Glickner decides to hang up his steering wheel. Sorry to see that. In the Porsche, watching from the pit lane, looks like Stephen Halligan also in the pit lane. That's John Aslin. All good. Hopefully Glickner will be back. Hopefully there wasn't too much argy-bargy going on. Elbows up. Looks like they survived that replay. Sorry I missed it. I was watching timing screen. Shout out to Adam Sondag working the cameras. Josh Watt running the Twitch stream for us. Killer race here with Justin Taylor. Justin Taylor currently P4. We're 8 seconds outside of the top 3, but a three-way battle for 4th here. Looking back through the rear spoiler at Michael Odell's Aston Martin and Jesse Coffey's BMW as we head down the long back stretch of Blanchimont again. Max Bauer's made it back up to Ian Bakaitis. Don't count Max Bauer out. He is fast and really smart. I don't think Ian Bakaitis is going to put up too big of a fight on Max Bauer, but he doesn't have to pull over and let him go. But he knows they're in different classes. Ian Bakaitis trying to preserve his points lead and really just try to stay with Ty Williams as much as he can. But remember, even with the points or the division spread, every position matters. Here's a great battle. Travis Rowe fighting it out with David Stark. David Stark in the New Balance Porsche. Travis Rowe in the purple and green and white. Travis Rowe is currently 4th in the points. David Stark just ahead. Going to provide a good slipstream. Let's see if Travis Rowe has got a lot of racing skill. Travis Rowe's been down this road before. He knows how to work as much strategy as he can. David Stark takes the defensive line, forces him to the outside. David Stark has the racing line on this one. Travis Rowe has no choice but to let him go and follow through turns 7, 8, and 9 of Lake Holmes and head down the hill towards Brussels. Nice. I love seeing these cameras. When the cars just appear out of the forest and around the track. These static cams really just give you an idea of, this track, you feel like you're going somewhere. That's where Max Bauer went off right there. They just rolled through. Now, Puhan, you feel like you're on a mission. You feel like you're going from point A to point B and not just around in a circle. I don't know if this is drone or chopper, but it's kind of cool around. Puhan gives a really good look at the double apex, how much speed they're carrying through there. I think they were like 140 and 150 through there previously. So 13 and 14, the Campus S's. And now Stavolo before the Blanchimont Straight. Hard to get this right, especially as your tires start to wear. It's going to be really hard to carry speed through there. Look at CJ Barczyk not far behind these guys. Don't count him out. And now it's Kula, P4 in the AM division tonight. David Stark holding off Travis Rowe. Headed to the chicane. One more time, let's see if Travis Rowe can back up the entry to the second chicane and then the exit down the pit. Start, finish straight. We are 18 minutes in. David Stark still driving a defensive line. Porsche versus Porsche. Hard not to hit that wall on the inside of La Source. All right, see if we're flat out through here and up through Eau Rouge down Campbell Straight one more time if he can get a draft. Up the fifth gear right before the bottom of the hill. Oh, he's on him. He's on him. He's got no choice now. Let's see if Travis can get him at the end of the straight. I don't think David Stark did anything wrong. It's just all aerodynamics at this point. Sixth gear, top gear, foot on the floor, trying to push it through the firewall. On the outside, too wide. David Stark leaves plenty of room. Travis Rowe on the inside. They're still too wide going through turn 9. And David Stark has room, but does not have the speed or the advantage, and move Travis Rowe up one position for now as he overshoots going into turn 10 just a little bit. Takes a late apex on the exit, and now turn 11. Again, we saw Max Bauer go off here. Easy to do. Travis Rowe carrying a lot of speed into Puhan. And CJ Barczyk moves up a little bit on this battle, so let's see if Travis Rowe can now pull away and start chasing down Ian Bakaitis, who's up ahead. What a great battle, these GT4 guys. That's how you race side by side. Maybe some of those guys that were aggressive earlier could take notes. Speaking of side by side, Landon Sprinkle and Ian Bakaitis, two amateur drivers in the AM division. They're not amateur drivers. Two guys in the AM division. We got Mercedes v McLaren here. Landon Sprinkle in the John Deere McLaren, using all of the AstroTurf on the left side of the curb, but not going all the way off track. Ian Bakaitis is trying to distract, but I think Landon is focused forward right now. Great battle, great replay. Let's see if they carry it forward, but Max Bauer did get by both of those guys and he's gone. So check out Max Bauer, he is moving up to 8th now, after being in 4th earlier. This looks like, I think it's Nicholas Kaguru. Oh, getting in the grass and crunch. Oh yeah. He's gonna need to go to Stuttgart to get that BMW rebuilt. It was a hard knock in the wall. Totally went driver's left of the curb in Blanchimont. Full car width off. Oh no. Trevor McLaughlin gets it wrong. That's turn 11. I'm sorry, turn 10. The 180 that's off camera, just a little too much speed. And then, like a pendulum, that rear engine Porsche, once it starts going, it's going to go the rest of the way around. Ian Bakaitis and Landon Sprinkle still going at it. This is where Brandon Thayer just lost it on entry. But Ian Bakaitis putting pressure on Landon now. Oh, going too wide. Nice job there to avoid. Max Bauer got around Ty Williams. Too wide into Puhan is not going to work. Somebody's going to have to lift. Yep. Smart man, Landon. Smart man. See if you can cross them over. Not yet. That is Puhan. Really hard place to make a pass. But he did it. Ian Bakaitis. My hat's off to you, sir. Beautiful pass. GT4 series of Midwest Motorsports, Tuesday nights. If you're interested in joining us, go to midwest-motorsports.com. 3Ws, midwest-motorsports.com. check out which series you'd like to join. We have oval series on Friday and Sunday, and a road series on Tuesday. Scan the QR code, it'll take you to our link tree and directly to all of our socials, as well as our Twitch stream and midwest-motorsports.com, where you can check out the rules and the times and schedules and the setups and see which league you'd like to join. Sign-ups are always open, and the new oval season is going to start soon. So check us out, scan the QR code, or www.midwest-motorsports.com. Josh Bloom, the leader, coming up on the lap car, letting them know. I'm not sure exactly who that is. I can tell you in 1 second. Probably going to be I'm not sure. Might be Kevin Mayer. Oh no, what happened to Josh Bloom? He's slow. Or is this slow-mo? Oh, the guy let him go. Nice. Where that was, maybe that was Kevin Mayer. Shout out to you, sir. Oh no, Josh Bloom loses it. That's where Trevor McLaughlin lost it? No, that's... Oh no, Josh Bloom. From the lead, going around a lap car. Yeah, that was the end. That was turn 9 of Lake Home. Oh no. The lapper pulled over in the S's and let him go. Bloom gathers it back up. Didn't lose too many spots because now he's back here in 7th, just behind Max Bauer. So I bet Max Bauer's surprised to see Josh Bloom again, especially this early. These guys have gathered it back up, but nice consistent laps up front by Brian Coxon and Jason Phillips. And that puts Justin Thaler, our very own JT, up in the podium. Still early, we haven't had a pit stop yet, just 25 minutes in. There's Justin. We definitely want to give a shout out to that McLaren, white and orange McLaren, for pulling over. There we go. Really appreciate you. Ethan Griffin, I believe. Thank you, Ethan. I saw you did the right thing. Maybe Josh Bloom was distracted, maybe not, but here we are. Justin Thaler, currently 3rd, with Michael Odell 4th and Jesse Coffey 5th. And don't look now, Max Bauer in the purple monster Aston Martin right behind. Not over yet. We got to run the race. David Stark and Travis Rowe again. What are we going to see? This is turn 10. Oh, David Stark. Knock, knock into the back of Travis Rowe, and trying to avoid Travis Rowe too much. David Stark spins out, and oh, I thought Niles Kula was going to get by, but just barely missed him. And one more. That's... Oh, man. Who was that ran into in the end? I hate to see it. Looks like he had a Ken Block logo on him. But, man, tough break. CJ Barczyk, maybe? Wrong place, wrong time for CJ. All right, so this is the battle for the lead now. P1, Brian Coxon and Jason Phillips. These guys have been here before. No strangers to each other. They both super clean racers. Brian Coxon racing on his laptop. So if you think you can't do iRacing on a laptop, he is showing you why that you can. Brian Coxon in the blue McLaren, holding strong with Jason Phillips breathing down his neck. Jason Phillips from Tennessee. It's been fun following along on the Discord. Seeing Jason introduce the sim rig, showing off the sim rig to his friends and family, getting him started young. Great ambassador for sim racing is Jason Phillips. Here's again that battle. Now it's a four-way battle for third. Justin Thaler has it. Everybody behind him wants it. Michael Odell is the black Aston Martin behind Justin Thaler. Jesse Coffey in the BMW and Max Bauer in the purple Aston. Justin Thaler in the green Porsche with the fluorescent neon wheels and Michael Jordan elephant print on his nose. Michael Odell's got the gold and black. Chrome gold. Looking good. Now he's going to get a draft. Justin Thaler poking a hole in the air for Michael Odell. Michael Odell pops out just a little bit early. It's going to slow him down. See if he can do it under braking. Who's got the better brakes? Justin Thaler leaves room. Can they go side by side? Again, we saw David Stark do this with Travis Rowe. Same outcome. And now Jesse Coffey wants to get around Justin Thaler as well, and Max Bauer is going to get by Jesse Coffey behind Justin. So Michael Odell goes up a spot, Max Bauer goes up a spot, Justin Thaler and Jesse Coffey drop a spot. It's all to play for. This is for third place. Now let's see if Michael Odell is pulled away a little bit from Justin Thaler. See if he can keep it. Max Bauer wants to get by Justin Thaler as soon as he can, if he can. Something tells me Justin Thaler's Porsche is going to be really wide right now. Back with your early race leader, Josh Bloom, after a spin. I'm not sure if he's stopped. Yes, he has. For 30 seconds. So Josh Bloom is the first one to make his stop on lap 11. Right at the 30-minute mark. The battle for the lead carries on. They stay out. They're going to go as long as they can, trying to avoid getting caught up in anybody's traffic jams. Meanwhile, Josh Bloom 7 seconds behind Brandon Thayer, so he still has clean air. These guys battling it out in clean air as much as they can as well. Brian Coxon driving a knife, holding a nice wheel. Under pressure, no doubt, from Jason Phillips right behind. This is the battle for the lead. How about Francis Faustino? What's Francis doing? There he is. Shout out to my buddy Francis Faustino. Oh no, he's blinking a little bit. But I know he's been working hard around this Spa track. Currently in 9th place in the race. Is not pitted yet. back to the lead with Brian Coxon and Jason Phillips. Trying to get some fun facts going here for everybody. I'm not surprised Jason Phillips and Brian Coxon are running so close together. As we look at some standings as well, I'll be able to give you some updates. Brian Coxon and Jason Phillips are 1 and 2 in the standings, 100 points apart. Brian Coxon has 300 points worth of bonuses. Or Jason Phillips only has 100 bonus points. So those are things like races with 0x, fastest lap of the race, etc. Definitely making a difference. So anybody in those bonus points, always a factor. He's only 20 points. Jason Phillips is only 20 points ahead of Josh Bloom. So Josh Bloom having a bad race today might create a little bit of space. Travis Rowe having a good race. Of course, now we're starting to see pit stops. Francis Faustino comes in. That's why we switch back up to the front. Here's Ty Williams. And he has pitted. He's out. Now the top 7 have not pitted. Fast lap of the race goes to Max Bauer, 228.2. Next fastest lap to 228.3 from Jason Phillips. As they go by Great Digger Cam. All right, we're going to stop now. We're 34 minutes in. Brian Coxon has to go late. They're coming into the pits. All right, the time is now. They're both coming in. They're going to come out together. I think third was Justin Taylor and Michael Odell, right? Michael Odell. We'll see if Michael Odell comes in with them or not, but 17 seconds behind these guys. There he is. Yes, he does. Out of gas. Justin Taylor is on his way in. Jesse Coffey in. Ian Bacaitis and Brandon Thayer next, and then we'll see if Brian Coxon and Jason Phillips come out in front. The first one to stop, I guess, would have been Max Bauer and Josh Bloom on lap 11 and lap 12. And right now, I believe we're on lap 13 or 14. So Brian Coxon, Jason Phillips gets by. Brian Coxon very gentlemanly recognizes that Jason Phillips is there. And Brian Coxon was on the pole, so he had the first pit stop. Let's see if Jason Phillips, did he short field to get the jump on Brian? And now has to save some, so lap 14, so 3 extra laps for Josh Bloom. Remember Josh Bloom pit, or spun, so Josh Bloom, not surprised to see him farther back. Max Bauer as well. Look at Jesse Coffey, another big gainer. Jesse Coffey had a 24-second pit stop, so he may have short-filled or not taken tires. And Jesse Coffey really saved that much fuel. 4 seconds worth of fuel seems like a lot. Jason Phillips, 26-second stop. Brian Coxon, 27-second stop. So these guys have done the math, or have they? We've seen them run out. It could be the difference in a lap over, depending on where the 60 minutes runs out. So I hope you have your crew chief doing his math. It's a pretty long lap here at Spa. 2 minutes and 28 seconds for one lap. $152nd for a lap. Here's CJ Barczyk on the inside of Brandon Thayer down the end of the Camel Straight, and he's done it. Move CJ Barczyk up a spot. Nice work, CJ. Welcome to Midwest Motorsports. We see you, buddy. Yeah, there are the pit stops there. Thanks, Adam. The lap number and the time. So we're going to see if Jesse Coffey has underfilled and if he has to do some fuel saving, but he definitely moved up a couple spots as Jesse Coffey takes over the third place. I do like that 50-50 paint with that CJ's got, the Ken Block logo. Pour one out for my homie. Ian McIdas and Travis Rowe. Not in the same division, but definitely going for points. Travis Rowe currently 4th in points. We're riding in the cockpit with him. I do like the interior of the Porsche. We can ride along with him at Spa from his point of view, what he sees in his sim rig. Hard to avoid that wall at the source, turn 1. And he's going to get a slipstream now. The Mercedes definitely pokes a bigger hole in the air than the Porsche. So through Eau Rouge, major compression here. Target's light on the exit. Nice work, flat out. Not even a lift. On the rev limiter, into 6th, top gear. Where's Ian Bacaitis going to go? Travis lifts to roll through the turn 7, 8, and 9 section of the cone. Not going to push it here, going to wait and try to find out where Ian Bacaitis is weak. He's going to have to look hard because Ian is not weak very often. Again, different divisions, but every position matters. Watching the brake lights of the Mercedes up ahead. Hard braking there. Travis Rowe. I know Ian likes to blink at the guys behind him when they're racing, but I don't think Travis is lifting there. Ooh, Ian long on the brakes there for Puhan. Might be a spot where Travis Rowe is not expecting to brake. As you can see, he gives him more space there, so maybe Travis Rowe is taking notes. Could that be the spot where he decides to stick his nose in? Very hard to make a pass in these next 2 turns. But we got the chicane after the long straight. So get a good run up on the bumper here, get a good draft, and pop out the chicane. If you're not too close, because then you have to lift or pull out and then lose all your momentum. So it's definitely a game of cat and mouse. You can't do too wide through this one. Chicane is the next spot. Oh, definitely wide. Driver's right, not this lap. So Travis Rowe just taking notes on Ian Bacaitis. Went deep there. Oh, he has to pit. Travis Rowe comes in the pit again. That is curious. Did he not fill? Why on earth would Travis Rowe come in a second time? He stopped for 26 seconds already. Incidents, black flag, has to drive through for over 15x. That explains that. And it looks like Jason Phillips has got around Brian Coxon for the lead. We were watching Ian Bacaitis and Travis Rowe. Oh, that's right. He got him around him in the pits. I'm sorry. Thank you, Adam. Short-term memory loss. All quiet in the peanut gallery, please. But Jason Phillips still holding off Brian Coxon. Let's see if Brian can get back around him. Remember, Brian was on the pole. Max Bauer adds the fastest lap and still does. His fastest lap was even faster, 228.287. And he has moved up now on Michael Odell. He's right on him with Jesse Coffey in third right above. What a drive from Max Bauer after spinning and backing it into the wall. grabbing a gear, step on the throttle, and get back in the race. Max Bauer showing true grit here. He's left Josh Bloom in the dust, 4 seconds back. Max Bauer getting close to that 15x off-track limit as well, so be on your best behavior here, Max. No more off-tracks. You got 3x more, and then you'll have to serve a drive-through as well. Ooh. Into turn one. Hard to not hit that wall, but you have to be right up on it. I know I've said that before. I'll probably say it again. All right. We got BMW versus Aston Martin here. On to Rouge. Up Radeon. And now down the Kemmel Straight. Kemmel. Not the animal. As you can see, the headlights on now on these GT4 cars as the sun continues to set. BMW Jesse Coffey is in third. Michael Odell fourth in the black and gold. As we come around turn 10, that's where Josh Bloom lost it. Turn 11. There's Josh coming through turn 11. So not far behind either. Heading into Wuhan. Jesse Coffey doing a nice job so far. Let's see where they end up as they come into the Campus S's. Once again, just don't lose time through here. Third gear for Jesse. Nice and smooth. See if he drops down to second. For this one, nope, stays in third. Oh, Max Bauer getting close to those off tracks with 15 minutes to go and only 3x to give. You got to be safe. Wait for a mistake. Don't be the one to make a mistake. You get a drive through now, you're going to lose at least 20 seconds. I believe that's about how much Travis Rowe lost that last lap. Into the final chicane they go. You can see the headlights now leading the track as the drone cam leads us down the start-finish straight away into that hard 180 again of the source. Josh Bloom goes by as well. Not too far behind. All right, is this the lap? Max is right up on Michael Odell. Jesse Coffey wide open. Stay on track. Completely blind. Max Bauer pops out now. But Michael Odell has the preferred line. Michael Odell looks like he gives him the space. And here comes Max Bauer applying pressure. I'm not sure if that's Albert Einstein on the hood of Max Bauer's Aston Martin or just some crazy guy with frizzy hair. But Max Bauer moved him up a spot to fourth, which I believe is where he started. No, qualified third. After spinning, if you told him he'd spin and still be battling for fourth and third with 12 minutes to go, he'd probably take it. Looking for a way around Jesse Coffey. Michael Odell is going to take whatever scraps are left over. Brian Coxon has passed Jason Phillips for the lead. Nice. Brian Coxon up to P1. Jason Phillips wants it back. I'll have to look back for a replay. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get one or not. Here it is. Thanks, Adam. Nice work. Down the Camel Straight. That's all it took. Just a sitting duck. Nothing you can do except repay the favor next lap. Thanks again, Ethan, for letting us go. Ethan Griffin, shout out, my friend. Thank you. Here's Jason Phillips, right behind Brian Coxon. Can't do it this time. Just too far away. Max Bauer once again right behind Jesse Coffey. There's a little more room this time. I don't know, he keeps cutting Radeon close. You must know exactly where the limit is to not get off track. As he pokes out just to let him know he's here. And Michael Odell patiently waiting for his opportunity. Should anything happen in front for third. This is third, fourth, and fifth that we're watching. Oh, here's Justin Thaler and Ty Williams going through the S's of campus 13, 14, and 15. Justin Thaler moved Justin Thaler up a spot. Nice work. P7 for Justin Thaler. Oh no. Brian Coxon and Jason Phillips go around. Maybe Adam can rewind it one more time. I was looking. Oh, that's Radeon. I was looking at timing and scoring to see who's got off tracks, but it looks like there's more to come after this. Here's Puhan, and Jason Phillips just overcooks it on entry. Maybe lost air off his nose, and that is going to make him vulnerable to third, but I've been told by race control that number 23 has 15 off tracks as well. So I don't want to speak too far and look at Max Bauer, who got around Jesse Coffey. Here he is on the outside of the campus S's. Unbelievable move there, Max Bauer. Gets around Jesse Coffey for P3 and stay on track, Max Bauer. But again, we're gonna have to find out. Ethan Griffin, the Hooters McLaren. Thank you, brother. Some hot wings and beer sound pretty good. We're under 10 minutes to go. Coxon currently in the lead. Max Bauer with the fastest lap. In third, Jason Phillips in second. Jason Phillips has lost 9 seconds to Brian Coxon. Max Bauer another 10 seconds behind Jason Phillips. But if what I'm reading is what I'm reading, looks like Landon Sprinkle has to do a drive-through for off-track coverage. You get 15x before you are black flagged. Just have to serve a drive-through penalty for too many off-tracks. So contact is 4x. Getting two wheels in the sand is usually 2x. Sometimes 1x, depending. But that spin, or that half spin through Radeon, definitely is going to cost Jason Phillips, but the race is not over yet. I'm going to wait for race control to show me. Oh no, Justin Thaler. No. Turn 9. The last of the Lacombe S's at the end of the Camel Straight. The right-hander downhill. Did he get tied up with Ty Williams? Or Ian Bacchitis? I hope not. All by himself, Justin Thaler. That was a cool shot, though. Opposite lock. Trying to save it, Justin Thaler. Nobody to blame but yourself. Maybe pressure from behind, but definitely no contact. Brian Coxon stays out. 33. I thought it was 23. That was Landon Sprinkle's drive-through for Off Tracks. Welcome back to Midwest Motorsports. Landon, that John Deere paint. Foreshadowing some off tracks there, maybe. Michael Odell, Jesse Coffey trying to chase down Max Bauer for that final podium spot. With Niles Kula up ahead. Not for position. Is Niles Kula going to be a factor coming up on 6 minutes to go? Niles Kula in the brown Porsche just in front of Jesse Coffey. Michael Odell gets sideways in the same place Justin Thaler did. Oh no! Michael Odell thought he was going to be able to take advantage of the lap car of Niles Kula on Jesse Coffey, but got a little ahead of himself as here John Daniels in the Porsche, red and black Porsche, and Andrew Willis in the green Mercedes touching doors. Oh my goodness. That takes guts. Side by side. I wouldn't mind seeing that again. This is not a place you bang doors. Oh, John Daniels, what a save. He was sideways, crossed up every which way. Coming into Eau Rouge. Boy, he's going to need a change of underwear after that one. Nice save, John Daniels. Here we go again. Watch the steering input. He's got Andrew Willis there on the left. He sees him there. And here we go. Whoa, full opposite. Turning right. Oh, buddy. Andrew Willis was not going to budge. To be fair, he did have the inside line that was never going to work too wide. Oh, Brandon Thayer's into the wall again. And that is turn 11 where Max Bauer lost it previously. Steve Hansel goes around. Andrew Willis, good job to you for standing your ground. Here's Jason Phillips in second. Max Bauer in third. Once again, great shots by Adam down in the booth, doing a way better job than I could ever do. Getting these replays and in-car shots for us. JT going through the pits, I'm assuming for either a fast repair or black flag. Black flag cleared 0-0. That explains that. That spin and contact probably pushed him over the limit, but Brian Coxon out front now by 9 seconds over Jason Phillips. Can he bring the blue McLaren home? Definitely going to help his points standings. Been a great race. He came out of the pits second and passed Jason Phillips on speed alone. using the aerodynamics. Josh Bloom, hey, he's got time to make it back up to fourth. If he can get around Jesse Coffey, he's got this lap and one more to do it. They're coming up on the end of their lap. So this is probably Brian Coxon's final lap. He might make it back. 23:05 is going to be close. I believe it's going to be Brian Coxon's last lap, which means it's going to be Josh Bloom's last lap if he wants to get by Jesse Coffey for position. This would be for fourth. Absolutely incredible racing. GT4 style. Here's Josh Bloom in the car with him. Jesse Coffey in the BMW up ahead. He's got a lap car. They pulled over and lets him go. Thanks a lot. Now Josh Bloom. Oh, Jesse Coffey gets it off track. And Josh Bloom's got some speed. Let's see if he can do it. Coming in the Camel, Jesse Coffey knows he's light. And around he goes. That is for position. Both pros. I'm not sure if the lap car made a difference, but Jesse Coffey definitely got it off track for the entry or the second part of Eau Rouge. So Josh Bloom makes it back up to fourth. He's going to be kicking himself for spinning out right here earlier in the race as they were dealing with the lap car. But today belongs to Brian Coxon. Oh, not again. Deja vu. We've been here before. This time it's role reversal. John Daniels has the line, and Andrew Willis has to lift. And there's John Daniels gets it off track, going through that, missing the second part of that track. Exactly the same thing that happened just a second ago. This time it's John Daniels. So, and he recognizes the off track and gives it back. Much respect. Man, you got to respect that. He knows that the only reason he got him was by getting the off track and blowing the corner. They went side by side through Eau Rouge twice. Unbelievable. Here's your winner. Checkered flag is out. 0 to go. Time has expired. 60 minutes of Spa. Midwest Motorsports GT4 is going to go to Brian Coxon from the pole and made a pass for the lead on track after losing the battle on pit road. Second place goes to Jason Phillips. Third place, Max Bauer in the Aston Martin after spinning previously. Fourth place to Josh Bloom. Incredibly tight racing after 60 minutes. And there's fifth, Jesse Coffey. So much action. These GT4 cars are just, this racing is just absolutely incredible. If you're not part of it, you are missing out. Here's this battle for position. Andrew Willis and John Daniels. We've seen them battle before. John Daniels caught Andrew previously after passing 2 laps before, so they've swapped places twice. John Daniels knew he went off track, over track limits, and gave the position back. Can he get it back in the chicane one last time? Is he going to dive bomb? I hope they're smiling ear to ear as I am. Last chance, one more chicane, right, left. He's got to do it. He's got to go really deep from here. Sets up, he looks, he's going for it. You got to give him credit for going for it. They don't touch. No contact. Can he cross them over on the exit? Oh, the Mercedes puts the power down, and John Daniels has no choice but to follow him across the line. Hats off to you for 14th and 15th place. Amazing, amazing GT4 racing. CJ Barczyk comes across right behind him. All Brian Coxon from Hillsboro, Oregon. Laptop power, baby. For the win. Unbelievable racing once again. Midwest-motorsports.com if you want to be a part of it. I'm going to bring Brian Coxon up to the booth. Give me 1 second. And now I got to figure out how to unmute him. But what an incredible race for Brian Coxon to win the 60 minutes of Spa at Midwest Motorsports GT4 Series. And he did it on speed. Hey, Brian Coxon, it's James in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey, Brian, man, what a great race. Tell me what it was like from the cockpit. I know what I saw, but I want to hear you tell me first.
Little, almost chaotic, but kind of calm at the same time. I thought me, Blum, and Phillips were just going to be in a train the entire race. And then Blum ended up having his spin, and then for whatever reason, I think I took a bit too much fuel. Phillips got past me in the pits, and then I eventually caught back up, got him on the straight, and then I think he had a spin at some point. I didn't see it too clearly in my mirror, but I saw the relative jump back a bit.
Yeah, man. Just incredible racing. You guys were freight training there. Great patience on lap one to, make sure you get through it without any 4Xs and let the race play out. Do you have a lot of practice at Spa? No, I mean, your pit stop was less than 1 second um, slower than Jason Phillips, and you qualified on the pole, so your pit stall was ahead of his. But you pulled out, and I think you saw him because you kind of hesitated just enough to let him go. I'm assuming that wasn't planned, but you did get the draft on him going down
From
Camel, so it's great racing.
Yeah, that was how I got back past him. I think I actually started second.
Okay.
But I believe what it is
Yep.
I
So,
don't know if it's a McLaren specific thing, but for whatever reason, it just gets out of the pit. Stall really, it feels really slow, and I think Jason just got a better jump out of his. I know I remember seeing him talk about using the clutch for it one time, and I think that probably helped him. He got out of it way quicker, and he got right ahead of me, and I realized I was like, I don't want to try and go too wide through the pit exit, so I just backed out and was like, I might be able to get him later.
you're right. My apologies. You qualified second, and Phillips qualified fourth, so he was 2 stalls behind you. But anyway, yeah, great racing. Did you see the McLaren, the orange and white McLaren? I'm not sure. It was towards the end of the Camel Straight, and then he went off driver's left to let you guys go through those first S's after the long straight. And I think that's where Bloom. I don't know if he got distracted or just lost it. We could
I
ask him
think it
later. But
I think it was that lap that he went off. I don't know what it was. I think he just mentioned in the Discord that he's never spun in that spot before. Um,
Roger.
so yeah, it might have just been a car got a little loose and rear end went. I'm not sure.
Well, it was a lot of fun to watch you guys race, man. I'm just hard fought battles through and through. Do you have a lot of practice at Spa?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that earlier. I have a decent amount. Most of it I feel like is in GT3s, but I was able to get a decent bit last week and some more this morning. I felt pretty good about the race pace, so I'm glad it went as well as it did. It went better than expected. I didn't expect to be up front the entire time, but I'm not gonna complain about the result.
Yeah, right on. I wouldn't either. Well, tell me about the Nürburgring circuit and 100 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know that's an endurance one next week.
Yeah.
It's just the Grand Prix layout, correct? Not the
Grand
Nordschleife.
Strecke, not the Nordschleife.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know that I always prefer that track in high downforce cars, so we'll see how it is in a GT4. Just feels like slow, I always feel like, but we'll see how it goes next week. Definitely going to be interesting with doing the 100-minute race. Might have to see if, depending on track temps and all that, if I'm going to take tires or how I'm going to do fuel, all that.
Yeah. I'd love to see somebody take a chance and try to figure out how to one stop it, but I know I'm asking for a lot. But you guys never are short on the drama. It's great watching you go racing tonight, Brian. Thanks a lot for joining me up in the booth, and good luck to you next week. We'll be watching. Your points lead will extend after tonight's performance. Congratulations.
Hopefully. Yeah, I appreciate you guys doing the stream.
All right, right on. That's Brian Cox, and your winner from tonight. Looks like I missed Ty Williams from the amateur division. So hopefully we'll catch up to him. Once again, he's the Truck Series champion. So shout out to Ty Williams. We will hopefully catch up with him maybe before the next week's race. So for Adam Sondag in the booth and Josh Watt running the Twitch stream, I'm James J, reminding you to stay in your lane. We will see you next week for the 100-minute endurance race from the Nürburgring Grand Prix Strecke circuit.